Have you ever wondered why the Bible begins with the phrase, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth"? What does this simple yet profound statement tell us about the nature of the universe and our place within it? Genesis, the first book of the Bible, begins with this enigmatic phrase. It's a book that chronicles the very beginnings of our world and its inhabitants, from the creation of the world to the great flood, from the Tower of Babel to the story of Abraham and his descendants. Genesis is a narrative filled with stories and characters that have shaped the course of history and continue to inspire millions around the globe. In the beginning, the Bible tells us there was nothing but God. Then, in 6 days, God created the world and everything in it, culminating with the creation of mankind. This creation story, found in the first 2 chapters of Genesis, tells us not only about the origins of our world, but also about the nature of God. He is depicted as a creator, a life giver, and a divine artist who brings order out of chaos. But Genesis is more than just a creation story. It's also a book about humanity, our strengths, our weaknesses, and our relationship with God. The story of Adam and Eve, for instance, is a poignant tale about temptation, disobedience, and the consequences of our actions. Yet, even in their fall from grace, God shows mercy, promising eventual redemption. The saga continues with the story of Cain and Abel, 2 brothers whose tragic tale provides us with a stark warning about the destructive power of jealousy and anger. This narrative underscores the biblical theme of brotherhood and the importance of love and unity. Then comes the story of Noah and the Great Flood, a narrative that speaks of God's judgment on human wickedness, but also of his mercy and his covenant with humanity. The rainbow, the sign of this covenant, serves as a reminder of God's promise never to destroy the earth by a flood again. Genesis then takes us to the Tower of Babel, an ambitious human project that ended in confusion and disunity. This tale is a powerful reminder of our human limitations and the dangers of pride. The book of Genesis concludes with the story of Abraham, the father of many nations. His life is a testament to faith and obedience. Despite many trials and tribulations, Abraham remained steadfast in his faith, setting an example for all who would come after him. In summary, the book of Genesis presents a sweeping narrative that spans the creation of the world to the establishment of the nation of Israel. It's a narrative that speaks of God's creative power, his justice, and his mercy. It tells us about human nature, our capacity for good and evil, our need for God, and our struggle to remain faithful in a troubled world. Through its stories and characters, Genesis provides us with profound insights into the human condition and our relationship with the divine. So, the next time you read Genesis, remember, it's more than just a collection of stories. It's a book that speaks to the deepest questions of life, inviting us to reflect on our place in the world and our relationship with God.